Hello, my name is Katherine Fraser, and I am the grade 1 to 8 music teacher here at Jean Lum Public School in downtown Toronto. I'm here to answer a couple questions. The first one is, what drew you towards creative music making in your own teaching practice? The answer to that is twofold. First, it's circumstances. This contract I'm in now is my 13th contract in my 4th province in 17 years. So every music job I've had has had different communities, different students, different expectations, different instruments. And so I've had to become a very creative teacher to adapt. And that has also given me the opportunity to reinvent myself every couple years, year or two. And therefore I have been able to try new things. And then the second part of it is curiosity, because I noticed that listening games and activities and composition improvisation units seem to inspire, or definitely inspire, more creativity and excitement than technique-based lessons working up to a performance. So with creative music making, more students became involved in my program, and it became our music program. It was less teacher-driven, less mine. And so therefore, creative music making has moved in my teaching practice from one aspect of the program to the main focus. And also, I've found ways of celebrating creative music making in concerts. A concrete example is this year, I partnered with the Awesome Music Project, www.theawesomemusicproject.com. Here in Toronto, it's a Toronto-based organization that celebrates music stories and fundraises to benefit mental health. And so I had the students go home and fill out a Google form with their families, interviewing someone about their favorite song and the story behind that song. Then the classes and I each listened to the song selections, chose one per class. We arranged and learned a version of it on instruments available to us. And then for the concert, it was a video where it had the chosen song's family making an introduction video telling us why it was important to them, followed by the class's performance of that song. And it really brought the community voices in, and it was a very creative whole school long project. How might creative music making help access and center my students' music listening and sounding practices? I find when students create their own music, they're bringing their own music preferences into their projects. So right now, Jean Lum Public School students and I are working on a composition unit. The first part was done in Soundtrap program and GarageBand, and they were encouraged to import files into their pieces so they could bring, either record themselves making music or bring in some YouTube sound files. And then the next part of the project had them using Western European classical music notation. So they were writing on a staff with notes, but they were able to choose whatever instrument they wanted that we'd explored before the unit. And that freedom really helped them find success. And right now we're on the last part, which is original scores, and so the students can develop their own notation. Some are inspired by graphic scores, and they are really rising to the occasion. Their original scores are so intriguing, so creative, and so their own. And lastly, what are your hopes for music education? That music teachers find the support and confidence they need to demonstrate to their students, their administration, and their communities that music education does not have to focus solely on the preparation and execution of Remembrance Day, winter, and spring concerts featuring Western European composers and instruments. There's more. Students deserve more, and though performance might be a passion for some, it's not for all. Students and teachers need to listen to more music, more sounds, and more voices. Programs need to be comprehensive and cover all aspects of music education: creating, listening, celebrating, performing, researching, healing, reimagining, and wondering. Thanks for listening.